What is up, you guys? It is Poe here, and today I'm answering you guys' questions. So the first question I got, of course, when I introduced the fact that I was doing a Q&A to my Discord channel, which I will link in the description, but it is for guys 16 plus only, is this. And the answer to that is no, Poe does not gay. Gay does not Poe. Why are you like this? Every single person in that chat knows. Whatever. The first serious question I got is, what are your thoughts on mental illness being used as an excuse for poor behavior? Let's say someone is constantly being rude and they blame it on their autism or anger issues or something. Do you think that's a good excuse? Why or why not? From Checkered Imp. That's a terrible excuse for certain behaviors. There's some behaviors, like not making eye contact, not talking, being very social, that make sense and they're acceptable to, they really are linked to things you can't control. But there's some things just like being a dick or throwing temper tantrums or using your mental illness to get your way or make people pity you, or just using it as an excuse to treat people bad or abuse people, or like using your trauma as an excuse to be like a shitty person. No, that's not okay. It's not a good excuse, because everybody's got their issues. It doesn't mean everybody can go around treating each other like dicks. It's not. It's just not. It just makes you a piece of shit. And then it gives everybody else with that mental illness a bad rep. So, the next question is from Natalie. She said, talk about being homeless as a child and how that's affected your life right now. And what are some of the craziest things you've seen and gone through? So, being homeless as a child kind of creates this eternal feeling of, I really want to go home. Even if you're at home, it's like, I want to go home. I'm not sure how long this is going to last, I'll probably be out on the street again pretty soon, whatever. You never really feel settled. You never feel at home. You're really used to losing stuff. You're really used to just not having anywhere to go, so it's how you're conditioned to feel all the time. Some of the craziest things I've seen / gone through. I've watched some people overdose. Like, I've seen people straight up overdose. On usually Xanax. Just don't abuse drugs like that, especially prescription drugs. Just don't abuse drugs, because especially around kids. Like, I was like a kid watching people overdose. That's freaky as hell. That is freaky as hell. I've been locked in closets. Like, I don't know. I guess I haven't really gone through crazy shit. I've gone through traumatic shit, but not all of it was like crazy. One of my foster mothers got kicked in the face by a horse once. I can't say I was too upset. It was scary, but she was also, that's a shadow. Sorry, she was also like a bitch. So like, I wasn't that upset. I got a couple different questions about Kesha. So I'm going to a Kesha concert Friday. And if you guys didn't know, Kesha is one of my favorite artists. Right up there with Joan Jett and Pink. And someone asked, why do I like her so much? And I think I always liked Kesha. I was always, I didn't really religiously listen to her when I was younger, but I was always a fan of her music, her TikTok was my favorite as a kid. You know, I always liked listening to it. I thought it was, everybody's like, oh, but it's so fake and auto-tune. I'm like, just enjoy it, dude. There's like, it's not, music isn't like this. It's not a statement on your intelligence. Everybody's like, she's stupid. She's actually really not stupid. She got like near perfect SAT scores for one. But when she started the like ascension into the music she creates now, I was like, this is so good. It hits me like, I don't know. My favorite song would be probably Rainbow. It's like, I went through a phase where I just wore all black, and I wanted people to think I was like, I mean, I will still fight a bitch, but I like to wear colors now, and I feel more comfortable expressing myself how I want to express myself with my jewelry and colors and clothes that aren't all black and dark. And so I relate to Rainbow a lot, and I feel better about myself. But yeah, I feel like she's pretty inspirational. You know, she's been through a lot and came out strong and is still amazing. And yeah, I mean, what's not to like about her, right? So my next questions were, what's your favorite food? Sushi, specifically cream cheese rolls with avocado and crab. I'm not a big fan of fish, but I will eat it. But cream cheese rolls. What's your favorite color? Emerald green or bubblegum pink. Can't choose between the two. They're both really nice. Favorite book? My favorite book is actually a series of books called Graceling by Kristen Cashore. And they're about this girl named Katza. Well, one of them, the first one's about a girl named Katza, who they live in this universe where people are sometimes born with specific powers, and everybody's power is really unique. And her power is the power to kill and hurt anyone. And she happens to be the niece of a king who's a really cruel man who uses her to punish his enemies, basically. And the whole series is about really strong, powerful women, and them growing into themselves. And it's just such a good series. You should read it. The second one's called Bitter Blue. It's about actually a girl from the first book who grew up to be a queen of a different kingdom, and her dealing with some things that her father put her kingdom through, and people not trusting her, and her people lying to her. And the third one is called Fire, and it's about a woman named Fire, I think. I haven't read it in a while. And she's called what they call a monster, and basically it means she's kind of like a mutant, and she can like get inside your head and read your thoughts and shit. And so people are like they're either absolutely terrified of her or in love with her. She just kind of wants to be not like a monster. She sometimes just, I don't know. But she's also dealing with an insane father figure that kind of ruined things for people, and they're really good. You should read them. They are PG-13, I would say. So yeah, they're for a little bit of an older audience, but they're still young adult. If I could play any video game with ease, if I could play any video game on any console, whatever, what would I play? You didn't see that. It didn't happen. I think I would choose, I don't know, I really always liked Ratchet and Clank. I've never been a big video game person, I guess. But Ratchet and Clank, Sly Cooper, and Guitar Hero Aerosmith were games I grew up playing. So if I could play any game again, it would probably be Ratchet and Clank, because that's so fun. If you've never played it, play it. And my favorite movie, don't judge me, but it's Spice World. Yes, it's about the Spice Girls. I just think it's funny. You know? It's just funny. My favorite TV series would be Buffy the Vampire Slayer, because it's amazing. And if you haven't watched it, watch it. Watch it. Somebody asked what I do for a living. Aside from selling things online, sometimes I sell art, and I work for a cleaning company. So I go and I clean buildings and whatnot. How many siblings do I have? That's gonna fall again. I've got 2 brothers on my father's side who are probably in their 20s or 30s that I've never met. I've got 1 living brother and 1 dead brother on my mom's side, and my twin sister. So, yeah. If you could change your accent to be any accent, what would you change it to? I'd probably just make it a little more southern. I mean, that sounds silly to you, but I probably could change it, like, consciously. But, like, if I could, I'd probably just make it more southern. I just like having a southern accent. And if you could learn any language with ease, what would you learn? I would learn... I don't know if you guys consider this a language, but I would either learn sign language or music. I would learn to read music, because I've tried. I'm not good at other languages. It's my biggest weakness in learning. My foot's asleep. It's my biggest weakness in learning. And so I've taken different language classes. I tried to learn French, I tried to learn Spanish, I tried to learn to read music, and I tried to learn sign language, and I'm just so bad at it, I don't know, I'm just not good at it. So I'll probably either choose sign language or learning to read music. And my final question is, what are your opinions on otherkin? You guys are gonna make me have an aneurysm. No, okay. So there are some otherkin that I can deal with. The ones that are like sane and they're like, oh yeah, I just really identify strongly with this animal. I don't really believe I'm this animal. I just like it, and I would like to be this animal. And then there's the ones that are like, no, I have like phantom limb syndrome, and I have past memories just like a squirrel. Bitch. No, but yeah, no, it's kind of a silly thing. But I kind of like furries less. Honestly, like, at least otherkin are just actually insane. Furries are just weird. Anyway, to keep this video from being epically long, that's all I'm gonna do. I'll probably do a not safe for work version. That will be age restricted. So you can start sending in those questions. Once I have a bunch of questions, I'll do it randomly. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next video.